Welcome to another pick-a-pile reading from the Totally Twisted Tarot. So today we have 3 piles prepared with oracle cards, and we're going to see what is in store, what the universe has in store for you today. So the first card is the card of change, okay? The second card is the universe. And the third card is death. So whichever one you're most attracted to, go ahead and pick your pile and let's see what the universe has in store for you today. All right, we're starting out with change. Definitely we've got duality here. We've got the light and the dark. We got the aerial borealis, the snake eating its own tail. Change. All right, let's get us started. Let's see what the energy has in store. We've got the 6 of Swords. We've got the 8 of Swords. And we have the Hierophant. Yeah, we definitely are going through a series of change. It seems like you're on a journey. You're on a journey, self-discovery. 6 of Swords, all about mental. 8 of Swords is like feeling sort of trapped in your kind of your own self-imposed prison. But you've jumped out of feeling trapped. And you've made the decision to kind of work on your healing and to get unstuck. And you've made the decision to start journeying into a new direction. Hierophant, stepping into your spiritual power, stepping into healing, stepping into learning more about really what makes you tick and what you want out of life. So I've got the feeling, pile number 1, that you've done a lot of introspection lately, determined that there are some things that you need to change, have spent a lot of time thinking about what you need to change, and you're well along that path in this new direction. Yeah, very interesting, nice growth energy. Next up, we've got perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Exactly. And you're setting your mind to kind of going down and reinventing yourself. Definitely reinventing yourself. You're working to improve yourself right now. Very great energy. Judgments is next. Judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique paths and challenges. And that's part of what makes this journey very powerful for you, because you have been through some challenges. You've been through some really tough times, pile number 1. So you do have this ability to go ahead and not be judgmental with other people so much. But what the universe is telling me loud and clear is to be patient and not judgmental with yourself as you're going through this powerful path of healing. Okay? So be patient with yourself. Persevere. You're really heading in a beautiful new direction here. We've got the Ascended Masters. All right, they're on your side. They're helping you through this change. They're helping you through this massive period of transformation. You're really kind of leveling up, okay? You're growing into the person that you were born here to be. You're stepping into your power. Ascended Masters, powerful, loving, wise, spiritual teachers are watching over and guiding you on this journey. And I know for many of you in pile number 1 here that this can feel very alone and very kind of isolating. You've had to leave some people behind. You've had to leave some of your ideas of what your life is gonna. It's completely changed. It's completely different than what you thought it would be. Okay. And sometimes that could be very, very lonely, but right here, the universe is screaming in my ear to remember that you're never alone. You're surrounded by your spirit team, your guides, your ancestors, your spirit animals. You can call on them anytime that you're feeling that life is just a little too dark or a little bit too difficult. And again, I'm hearing loud and clear, just be patient with yourself, because this is all happening for your good, okay? For your highest good. And sometimes when we're going through these periods of change, it can be it can be tough. But when you come out the other side, wow, it's going to be very, very, very powerful. Other thing the universe is saying is that you have power animals or animal spirit guides. And so the animal spirit guides is the guardian to you, and they're helping you with your situation. Okay? So for many of you in pile 1, you probably have this deep sense of connection to nature and this deep sense of connection to animals. Mm-hmm. Just yesterday, I was at a little gathering, a little get-together, and I stepped outside for a second. The next thing you know, I saw like 3 dozen wild turkeys just running across the street in a residential neighborhood. It was just very, very unusual to see that. And then I looked over and I saw this little old lady was out there with a scoop and some seed, and she was feeding these wild turkeys, and it just kind of lit me up and made me smile, because it's just to see her joy feeding these animals. It just really, really I don't know, did something to my soul. It was super cool. All right, we have a connection, okay? Connection. So check that out. Loving this card. This card, really reminds me of the divine, divine geometry that we're seeing in the Judgment card. It's a spider web, kind of like that crystalline grid pattern. Reminds me of that we see on the earth. Connection. Okay? We are all connected to universal energy. All that you think and do will have an effect on the world. Reach out and connect with the world around you through your love. Mm-hmm. Through your love. Part of what I'm hearing for pile number 1 is that you're going through this healing journey so that you can better connect and better learn how to help people around you. Definitely the path of a healer here. Some super powerful energy. Next up, we have Chase. Check this out. My favorite number, 17. Beautiful wolf howling in the distance. What are you running from? What are you scared of? Pile number 1 is what the universe is asking me loud and clear. What are you afraid of? I'm hearing for many of you, you're afraid that you're going to be on this journey, and you're going to be... I'm hearing that there's a lot of loneliness right now for you, and for some of you in pile number 1. What is making you feel overwhelmed? What is making you feel scared? What are you afraid of? What are you unwilling to face? What had you feeling trapped? What had you feeling like you could not escape? What had you feeling like, I can't quite do this? That's the question. And again, the answer is to tap into your universe, tap into the power animals, tap into the ascended masters. Seek that connection with your higher self, with the spiritual realm, and then all of that will help you better connect and better plug in with others. All right. Let's see, what are we afraid of? We are afraid of the unknown. Unknown. Uncertainty is the only certainty that there is in life. Change is the only constant. Change and uncertainty. We're afraid of change and uncertainty. When we're afraid of change and uncertainty, we need to surrender and trust in the universe that it has our backs and that we're growing through this for our higher good. We have to surrender. We have to have faith. We have to continue to be curious, continue to seek connection. Continue to not judge ourselves and judge others. And that is how we will ultimately persevere and gain our strength on this path. So if you're afraid of the unknown, what we need to focus on is inner balance. And this is all about balance as well. Balance duality, balance of the light and dark, balancing our need to be with others as well as managing our need to be and have solitude and to be alone. What you resist persists. What you accept transforms. Okay, so what are you resisting? Pile number 1. What are you still afraid of? What is holding you back? What you resist persists. Wholeness, duality, balance, okay? So in order to get out of this fear and this loneliness and some of these feelings as you're going through this deep healing work right now, okay? Yeah, the key is that what you accept, you can transform. And transform means change, ladies and gentlemen. So what you accept, you can change. What you resist will persist. So we have the sea goddess of abundance. And the sea goddess of abundance is reminding us to celebrate our abundance. Reminding us to really look at our journey and the healing and how far we've come, because we've come a long way, and to celebrate and have gratitude and have abundance, because you are really going through powerful transformational change here. We also have the Lemurian Sea Sanctuary and remembering. What I'm hearing strong and clear with this card is just remembering how strong you are. Remembering how much you've gotten through, how much you've survived, how much you've fought, how much you have persevered. Sometimes it may feel like we'll never get out of this. We'll never be, through this deep healing. But the end is definitely near. And the more you focus on abundance and the more you start thinking about what you want to manifest and what you want to create and what you want to change and what you want to bring to this world, the quicker we're going to get out of this kind of like a little bit of the darker energy, and the quicker we're going to step into our true and abundant power. It's powerful. Definitely path of a little bit of a wounded healer here. Definitely growing remarkably fast here at pile number 1. I'm going to pull 3 more cards because I'd like to know what this healing path is going to lead to. So let's see. 3 more cards. What's it going to lead to? Ace of Pentacles. Excellent. New opportunities for material wealth, for abundance, maybe a new career path that will lead to abundance, maybe new relationships, friendships, a new home, a new place to live. Something is going to shift and a new opportunity is going to present itself, and it's going to really reignite everything and lead you on a new direction. So that's very powerful. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. We've got luck on our side. Yes. We're definitely moving into a period of transformation, growth, prosperity. That's excellent. And last up, we have the 10 of Cups. You can't get any better than that. This is the most abundant, this is just unconditional love, unconditional family. It represents, balanced emotions, happiness. It symbolizes abundance. It's just, great. So as we go through and we do the work and we heal the trauma and the past pain, and we work on making sure we work on what we're afraid of and facing our fear and accepting the unknown and calling in our help from our spirit guides. And when we do that and we treat ourselves without judgment, we will persevere. When we persevere, we're going to find wholeness and duality and balance, new opportunities, abundance, and what we've always wanted, a loving connection. So it's all within your path, and it's coming quick is what I hear. So stay connected, stay true to yourself, pile number 1, because you have done the hard work, and karma is going to be on your side. You're going to start seeing the fruits of your labor. So if this resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a comment. I'd love to hear about it. Wonderful energy for you, pile number 1. All right, let's move on to pile number 2. All right, we chose the universe. The universe. It's a beautiful card. Let's see what's in store for us energetically. All right, we're starting out with the Lovers and the 10 of Cups. Nice. Universe, Lovers, and 10 of Cups. Super powerful energy. I'm hearing 10 of Cups is all about abundance and just happiness. It's like it's just what we've always wanted, the connected family, the loving home, the excellent partnership, the universe. This just seems like a kind of, just wonderful, wonderful energy to start us out in pile number 2. All right. Next up, we have spiritual guides. I'm going to move it over here, just make it a little easier to read. How would you like to be more spiritually connected? How would you like to be more spiritually connected? Do you have any unresolved issues from your past? Oh yeah, we do. Check out all the fire here. Check out all the fire here. Even here, we definitely have some unresolved issues. We've maybe had some fiery relationships in the past. What magical qualities do you want to possess? So this is a little bit what I'm hearing from the spirit world is, what is it that you want? Have you done and taken the time to explore what it is that you want? What it is that you want to manifest? For some of you in pile number 2, I'm getting that you do really want love, but then there could be some, you want that partnership, but you have some fear because you may have been hurt in the past. However, what I'm hearing is if you can work with your spiritual guides and you can heal your issues and you can heal your unresolved issues, you can easily surmount that fear. And if you're able to conquer that fear of commitment, intimacy, relationships, because you've been burned in the past by relationships, you can easily call in your person. You can call in your person and not only find your person, but you can find just tremendous loving connection and family. Even the dog looks happy here in this picture here. Look at all that light. All that light. And then next up, we have naked. Do you feel exposed or outed in some way? What is making you feel inadequate, guilty, ashamed, vulnerable? What do you need to release? What do you need to release to be open to receiving love? What is holding you back from truly allowing yourself to have that relationship where it's truly give and take? It's equal, okay? It's divine partnership. What is holding you back from that? Past pain, past trauma, is it fear, is it doubt? Are you feeling like you might not be worthy of love? Are you feeling like nobody could possibly love you? Kind of a little bit of the energy that I'm picking up. Interesting. All right, we have gratitude. Gratitude. I'm so thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Gratitude is definitely a way, if we find that we're kind of having a lot of these, conflicting feelings, or we're feeling sad, or we're feeling down, gratitude will help lift us out of those lower vibrations. Lower vibrational emotions like guilt and shame and fear. Gratitude just kind of ups it up, and it kind of causes us to move into happier emotions like compassion and joy and love. Trust is next for pile number 2. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. So this is definitely about getting to know yourself, is what I'm hearing, at a deeper level. Okay? Yeah, you have some trauma that you're moving from and you're healing, but you also are really learning to trust and to tap into yourself, and to also call on help when needed. So you're really kind of blooming. I'm hearing like a flower, like a rose blooming, as you're stepping into this. Very powerful. Next up, we've got be willing to forgive, and I'm hearing be willing to forgive yourself. Okay? Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of the past pain in exchange for peace. Offer them gratitude and trust that they can do this for you. Trust that they can help you find this peace that you so desperately want. Because you know that when you can find that peace, and when you can give up that fear of kind of having another bad relationship, then you can really manifest what it is that you truly want. What you truly want is that loving, happy family, or home. Yeah, pretty powerful. The universe wants you to know that you are profoundly clairvoyant. Okay? You have some definite spiritual gifts that you are now beginning to tap into. Trust what you see in your mind's eye, as well as with your physical sight, for the spirit vision helps you healing, teaching, and guidance. Interesting. Spiritual guides, clairvoyance, the angels, gratitude, trust. Yeah, we're on the path of spiritual growth here. It is powerful, and it's going to lead in an excellent direction for you. I love this energy that we have going on here. I love the fact that you're calling in your divine person. If you haven't found them already, I have a feeling that it's going to happen relatively quickly for you. Pile number 2. All right, let's see what else we got. Next up, we have break the chains. The only way to overcome blocks is to confront them. The only way to overcome fear is to face it. To face it. Self-limiting beliefs. Self-limiting beliefs. Do you believe that you deserve a healthy relationship? Do you truly believe that? Or do you feel like, who would ever love me? Mhm. If you feel like who would ever will love me, or nobody, like, no, nobody would ever be, nobody would ever want me, then that is a self-limiting belief. Mhm. And that is one of the chains that you need to break. Gratitude, journaling, connecting with your angels, talking to your spirit guides, just working through those limiting beliefs and those ideas that we know are not serving us, is what I'm hearing. Like sometimes we have those kinds of thoughts, and we know it's kind of, we know it's not necessarily based on reality, but we have to break our thinking and change our thinking sometimes in order to overcome that. Journey inward. That's what it's all about. Yeah, we're gonna go inward. We gotta go inward. The path to enlightenment starts by going in. It starts by tapping into our intuition and going within and meditating and getting more connected and just really kind of like coming to terms and realizing who we are without the influence of other people. Who are we are at the base, at the core. Yeah, introspection and growth. A huge amount of growth going on here. As you kick these limiting beliefs and you realize that not only are you deserving of love, you are love. Okay? And when you can accept that, well, then you can start manifesting and you can start attracting it. If you're sitting here thinking, I will never find anyone, it's just so hard, dating sucks, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's going to be coming from a period of negativity, coming from a period of lack. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to call in your person. But if you're coming from a healed sense of beliefs as, all right, my person is out there, I just haven't found him yet. My person is out there, and my person is going to be coming my way. Then you're like opening up the door to manifest that. But that takes a lot of introspection and a lot of growth to be able to flip that kind of limiting beliefs and change that mindset. All right, next up we have, dropping cards all over, we have the Sea Goddess of Courage, authentic communication. Authentic communication. From what I'm hearing is that we are learning how to authentically communicate and trust ourselves. We're learning how to really kind of connect and tap into that inner voice. We're learning to start to talk to our spirit guides. We're learning to start to ask for help from our angels. Yeah, we're learning how to tap into this clairvoyance and start really stepping into our spiritual power here. That's pretty darn exciting, because you have a lot of spiritual gifts in pile number 2. That's what caused you to be able to go down this path, to do this healing work, to break the change, to journey inward, and to continue to grow. Your trust and your gratitude are just going to fuel your growth. And the more time that you spend tapping in, connecting with yourself, calling on your guides to help, the quicker you will, just kind of, I'm hearing, you're going to catapult. Catapult is the word that they keep telling me. Catapult. So you're going to like fly fast, like you're going to move really, really fast on your period of growth. Grounded enlightenment is what our lobster spirit says. It's exactly what I'm talking about. Your path to grounding and enlightening. So you're almost like a flower bed that's like a rose bud that's blooming and opening and blossoming right now. You're stepping into your gifts, and you have many, many gifts in pile number 2. It's beautiful, powerful energy. Now, And I pull 3 more cards to see what will happen once we step into your gifts. Check it out. Just like we talked about a moment earlier, it's fast moving energy. You're growing quickly, very, very quickly. Chariot, fast moving energy. And knife, sword, swift, fast. You're going for it. You're going for it. You're on this path. You're like, yep, let's get this. I would like to step into my power. I would like to really figure out like what all my gifts are. I would like, like you're like, we're doing it. We're doing it. And when you do, check that out. 7 of Pentacles. You're just content and growing in abundance. You're tending to your crop. You're happy. You're like, it's just a wonderful energy. This fast moving change that's going to lead to abundance. Loving that for you, pile number 2. All right, well, that's your reading for pile number 2. If this resonated with you, please go ahead and leave a comment. And last but not least, pile number 3. We've got Death card. That is such an interesting card. It's kind of like a skeleton. This is the Thorth deck, I think it's called. Aleister Crowley. Alright, let's see what the energy is for you. Death, transformation, change, transformation, new beginnings. So we're starting out with the 5 of Cups: sadness, depression, despair, loss, grief, pain, suffering. Okay, so you got that, and you want to transmute that, transform that, get away from that. Okay, if there's some pain that happens, some trauma, some heartbreak, some loss, some grief. I'm hearing grief. And this happened in your life, but it's not going to stop you. It's not going to stop you. Check that out. We're going to transform from the 5 of Cups to the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is like near completion, okay? This is like nearly getting to the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is like pure abundance, happiness, joy, completion. It's like everything. 9 is you're just like one step away. You're like, you've gone and you've done some tremendous healing. You've like escalated. You've like grown like so quickly. You've come out of this grief, you've come out of this pain, and you discovered that you can indeed have happiness. You can indeed have fulfilling relationships. You can have love. You can have family. You can have all of that despite the pain that you lived through. It's totally possible for you, pile number 3. What we got going on here is we got growth going on. And that's how you got from here to here, by doing a tremendous amount of growth and transformation. Okay? Growth requires you to step out of your comfort zone. There's no way you could have gotten here from here without getting out of your comfort zone. Growing pains can help you in grieving. In the grieving. Wisdom and experience. The old must be left behind to make way for the new. Okay? Very growing. Powerful energy in this pile so far. We got possessions. Do you know, or do you need to redefine what you value in life? Ooh, yeah, that's an interesting question. Do I need to redefine what I value in life? Spirit is saying I better like journal about that a little bit later. All right. What is the cost of your loss? What are some changes that are causing you to feel undervalued? So what did this grief, this loss, what did it cost you? Interesting. What do you truly value? Do you value money? Do you value your career? Do you value relationships? I'm hearing relationships. Sometimes re-examining where we are with that is super powerful. Check this out. We've got growth yet again. Anytime that they're telling us twice, I mean, it means it's like the universe really wants to nail that point home, all right? I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I don't want to be stuck in this pain. I don't want to feel like this grief and this loss is going to kill me, okay? I want to move past that. I want to shine my light. I want to have meaningful relationships. I want to help others. I want to step into my purpose, and I want to grow. Powerful, powerful. Some people get so lost in the grief and the pain, and they can't get out of this. They get stuck in victim mode. Okay, some people can it could destroy their entire lives, but that is not your story. Pile number 3. You don't like feeling like this, so you're going to transmute that. You're going to change it. Pretty damn powerful. Self-esteem we got next. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Absolutely. You're here to make a difference. The pain that you experienced is just fuel so that you can help heal others. Okay? If you've gone through grief and loss and depression and despair, guess what? When you have a friend or a family member who comes to you and they're struggling with grief and loss or despair, that's when you, who have not only lived through it, but transmuted it and turned it into something better, that's when you can really start shining your light and sharing your experiences to help those that you love and care for in your life. Path of a Wounded Healer again. So for you in pile number 3, we definitely, and I've been hearing this since the beginning, but you're someone who's definitely emotionally sensitive, highly sensitive person, empath maybe, okay? Empath is what I'm hearing pretty loud and clear. And honor and respect your deep sensitivity. It's a gift. Sometimes it doesn't feel that way. Sometimes it can be a little bit too hard having all these emotions. Sometimes you just wish you could just not be like that and be like with everyone else. It's kind of your superpower though. Okay? So, emotional sensitivity. I don't like that word emotional sensitivity. I would have called it emotional empathy. Emotional empathy. That's one of your superpowers. Alright. Crystals. Oh my goodness. Dropping cards everywhere. Crystals. The energy of crystals supports you. It helps you. Crystals. So you might have quite the little crystal collection like, many of us do. So crystals, if you ever find that, you can just feel the energy in the crystals. Crystals can support you. Spirit is calling me to tell you about my crystals here. This one right here. This one is my crystal bracelet, and this is my crystal bracelet that is specifically for grief and for loss. And it's got a whole bunch of different agates and a whole bunch of different clear quartz and crystals, but it's particularly for my grief and my loss. So crystals, you know, if you are into crystals, that's fine. You might want to consider like wearing a crystal necklace or crystal bracelet. Crystals will really help you out. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, surrender to the simplicity of life. Keep things simple, says our sacred fish spirit. Keep things simple. Wow, check that out. Pile number 3, crystals. Okay, growth, spiritual growth, DNA activation. You're leveling up big time. As you go through this journey, you're stepping into your power, and you're opening up that door to your gifts and your potential. The empath that's going to be activated to step truly into their spiritual gifts. Wow, that's pretty exciting. We also have the Kundalini Sea Queen, command self-reliance. Stepping into your power, learning to trust that inner voice, learning to trust your inner voice. Learning to listen to yourself and not listen to, you know, what your peers or your family or your friends think. What do you think? That is what is important. We have truly everything that I'm seeing right here is all about a spiritual awakening that you are going through right now. You're awakening. Pile number 3, it's incredible. Sit with your shadows. It's the way toward enlightenment. When you sit with your shadows, do the shadow work, the inner child work, and heal your pain. You go through an awakening and you level up, and that's all with DNA activation, surrender to the simplicity, leveling up. Kundalini, intuition, spirituality, crystals will help you on that path. Wonderful. New beginning, spiritual awakening. As we go through that, we are going to ride the storm. So let the chaos and the turbulence cleanse your spirit. Let the chaos and the past pain, and let it cleanse your spirit. Purge it. Okay? Purify it. Transmute it. Refine it. Transmute it is what I'm hearing. Change that grief or that loss or that depression, and change it. And change it through the spiritual awakening and through stepping into your gifts. And learning mostly that what you're here to do is you're here to help others. You're here to help others with their spiritual awakening as well. You're here to help. Nice. And when we go through this period of transformation and this period of change, and we're leveling up and we're really kind of taking ownership of the spiritual awakening, here is what it will do for us. 3 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. Wow. That is some powerful energy. Giving my dog a second to quit drinking. She's always trying to interrupt. Alright, so 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles are going to be working with people on a path to abundance. Look at that. We got the Master of Abundance. We've got, the 9 of Cups symbolizing excellent, mature relationships. Helping people, stepping into your abundance power, being a leader, working with groups. Okay, you're gonna help people. You're gonna help lead people on their path to spiritual awakening. You're gonna help lead people surely by shining your light and being in a good example. Because when they see how far you've come, despite what you've been through, they're gonna be pretty much. It's gonna be a remarkable, like how you are able to be this positive and how you are able to really, have this positive mindset with, what you've been through. So you should be very proud of where you're at, pile number 3, on this path to your spiritual awakening. You've got a lot of great things in store for you. And one last message that the universe would like you to know is that if you ever really find that you're having those tough days, those really, really tough days where you just kind of feel like you're right back here, you're lost in those darker feelings or that grief or that sadness, understand that it's temporary, okay? You can go and you can visit there and you can heal, but just don't stay there. Grab your shoes and go for a walk in nature. Meditate, go sit in a hot tub, connect with some friends. If you find that you're starting to isolate a little bit too much, that's a sign that you might be slipping into, a little bit of that. So just keep your eyes on that, and keep on heading forward on your path to your, beautiful new beginnings. All right, well, that's your reading for pile number 3. So thank you, and if this resonated with you, please leave a comment and smash the subscribe button to see more readings as they come up. Wonderful. Thanks for joining Totally Twisted Tarot, and we'll catch you soon.